Christmas, as you see here from the countdown, less than 5 days away. But the holiday travel rush at MSP is ready to ramp up. The airport predicts the next 72 hours will be some of the busiest days of the year. From navigating security, handling delays, to packing and more, Cece Gaines is live at MSP with information to help you travel smarter. Cece, good morning.
Good morning. MSP officials say that they're expecting more than 40,000 travelers a day in these final days leading up to Christmas. So pretty busy here, and the busiest days being tomorrow and Friday. So here are some ways to help you kind of navigate that. MSP reps recommend booking your parking spot now using MSP's website. You can save a few dollars a day by doing that. If you're traveling out of Terminal 1 here, you can save time by checking the wait times at both security checkpoints. Terminal 2 passengers can take advantage of MSP Reserve and reserve a spot in the security line for free. Officials say you should also keep an eye on the weather because it can change in an instant.
Just stay in touch with your airlines. They do a really good job of making sure to alert passengers if there's a change in plans, but while things might be okay here with the weather, it might not be elsewhere in the country.
Now, another thing, if you're picking someone up or dropping them off, the airport actually just added a second cell phone lot where you can park for free and wait to try to help ease some of that congestion. So that'll be a great tool as well. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to tell you more about some free entertainment that you can take part in if you're traveling out over the next few days. Jason.
All right, Cece Gaines reporting from MSP this morning. We'll talk to you at 6:30. Thank you very much. So if you're driving instead of flying this year for the holidays, fill your gas tank sooner rather than later. Prices at the pump are slowly starting to creep up. Overnight in Minnesota, prices jumped a cent to about $2.90 per gallon for regular. Still, that's a few cents lower than last week, as reported by AAA. If you're over in Wisconsin, prices are hovering around $2.77 per gallon. Well, just into our newsroom in the last 15 minutes, we're learning 2 people died overnight in a local news helicopter crash in New Jersey. This is just horrible. That chopper crashed after 8 last night in a wooded area as the WPVI news crew was making its way back from an assignment. The pilot and the photographer were killed. Right now, the NTSB and the FAA are investigating. Turning now to an update on a deadly shooting in southwest Minneapolis. Police say they've made an arrest. Police say officers took the victim's 50-year-old live-in domestic partner into custody during a traffic stop in Golden Valley Monday night. The victim has been identified by her sister as 43-year-old Keisha Moore. The shooting happened at her Linden Hills apartment building. In Violence Free Minnesota, the group working to end relationship abuse, says Moore is the state's 34th victim of intimate partner homicide. That's 10 more than last year. And then over in Brooklyn Park this morning, police are searching for a suspect in a domestic assault at a La Quinta Inn. Monday night, officers found a woman suffering from multiple stab wounds. We're told she is expected to survive. Right now, if you or someone you know needs help getting out of a dangerous domestic situation, help is available. You are not alone. All you have to do is call the crisis number right there on your screen. That number, 1-866-223-1111. Trained professionals here in Minnesota are on standby 24/7.
Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the memory of Walt McGrory.
The Edina community coming together to honor former Hornets basketball player Walt McGrory. He passed away Saturday after a 2-year battle with cancer. Before playing for the Badgers in college, McGrory was a star at Edina, still holding the all-time scoring record for the school. He was just 24 years old. Time now 6:06, and President Biden will be in Wisconsin just before lunchtime for his 3rd trip to the state this year. He'll be in Milwaukee to talk about his Investing in America plan and how it'll impact small businesses. The White House says under Biden, Americans have filed a record 14.6 million new business applications, 178,000 of them in Wisconsin. Now, this is set to be a pretty quick trip, with the president expected back in D.C. by dinner. And the final pick for the new Minnesota state flag is this one you're about to see. Take a look at your screen. The State Emblem Redesign Commission aimed for simplicity and symmetry, and they believe this one fits the bill. They had it already narrowed down to design F1953, and in their final in-person meeting, they tweaked it a bit. They went with a symmetrical abstract Minnesota shape and a star that mimics the one in the Capitol Rotunda floor. They got rid of the stripes as well, going with a light blue field on the right side of the flag, symbolizing the rivers and the lakes here in Minnesota. The new flag will be raised on May 11th for Statehood Day, unless the legislature decides to undo the commission's work. Best Buy now has the green light for a move that could lower the property taxes on its Richfield headquarters. Our news partner, Minnesota Public Radio, is reporting the Richfield School Board has voted to allow the termination of an agreement setting a minimum property value for the building. It had been in place for 20 years. In return, the district is expected to get a $50,000 payment to offset the lower property taxes. Just 72 hours left until the Twin Cities Salvation Army Red Kettles disappear, and the organization right now is $700,000 short of where it needs to be. The Salvation Army says inflation has had an impact on donations. So if you'd like to help, Red Kettles will remain out until Saturday, and you don't even need to have cash. A lot of the kettles have the tap technology and those QR codes that can be scanned to donate digitally. You can also give to their $1 million community challenge, which is aiming to raise an additional $1 million by New Year's Eve. From joy to stress, the holiday can bring on a lot of emotions for a lot of people. Now a local organization has come up with a unique way to help you cope with all of that. Ellie Mental Health is out with wrapping paper featuring messages like, get some fresh air, you don't have to stay with family, and it's okay to ask for help. Ellie is a brand of outpatient mental health clinics founded in Minnesota in 2015.
We wanted to get people having the conversation about the role mental health plays in the holidays and having people embrace the small and seemingly simple things that you can do that maintain the joy that the holidays are meant to bring.
If you want to buy some of this wrapping paper, we have a link at care11.com, and all of the proceeds will be donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.